Hi everybody, it's Cash. Just lately, there have been several people suggesting that we try to do another of our Dome of Protection experiments. If you don't know what that is, we tried it in 2022 when Russia invaded Ukraine. The world was appalled. We were outraged. But of course you feel powerless. You don't know what to do to help in such a tragic situation. And so what we did as a community, but individually within that community, we projected, I suppose you'd say, a dome of protection onto Kyiv. We put a dome over Kyiv to protect it. Now at the time, there was a 40-mile column of armoured vehicles, Russian armoured vehicles heading for Kyiv. And once they took over Kyiv, the country would fall. And so we put our dome of protection over Kyiv. Either that same day or maybe 2 days later, something like that, the 40-mile column of tanks and armoured vehicles stopped dead. They didn't go any further. They couldn't go any further. They began to sink in mud. And we went, really? That was us? We did that? Coincidence. Let's just say that. But it was a very, very powerful moment when we thought maybe, although we're working individually, as a community, we can affect the world. And given the way the world is going and the way people are very fearful and anxious about the future, it's not a surprise that I get viewers now saying, hey, can we not do something similar for the United States? Or if you're in another country, for your country, if you're going through a troublesome time. And I'm not too sure that the Dome of Protection works, although you can do that. That's one way of doing it. But I did wonder if we couldn't try a manifesting experiment for a year from now. Rather than me trying to give you pictures for how America will look a year from now, how about we manifest an America a year from now that is doing a lot better than it's doing now. It's more peaceful, that people are happier and so on. And it's actually a very simple process that you can do quietly on your own. You sit in a chair, you close your eyes, and you picture in your head, in your mind, how you would like to feel a year from now. You don't project this forward. You don't pray for it to be a certain way. You just go quietly inside yourself and imagine how you would feel a year from now if everything were going just great for you. If you were happy, if you were joyous, if you felt that things were getting better all the time, how would you feel? If you do that in your imagination and conjure that up now, you will draw to you circumstances that reflect that vibrational energy of happiness, of joyfulness, of contentment, and so on. You don't project it forwards. That's actually imposing your will on the universe. You can't make things happen. You can't, for example, say, I want a certain party to prevail in the midterms, or I want a certain candidate to be president in 2029. That simply won't work. You basically want what's best for everybody, what's best for the country, what's best for the world. And if you do it in that light, how do I feel now that the best has happened in the circumstances? Then you will draw to you circumstances of that same energy. And a year from now, you'll be closer to happiness, joy, and so on, simply by having drawn joy and happiness into your circumstances. Again, you cannot dictate how this goes. If the result in a year's time is different to how you want it to be, and you look around the world going, but this isn't what I visualized, that's not relevant. In your own world, you can be the lighthouse, and you can put out that energy, and you can be the person who shines a year from now and is happier and more joyful and more contented. That light will shine and other people will pick up on that same vibration. You will draw to you people of a similar vibration. So that's the experiment. Can you sit in a chair with your eyes closed and feel how you will feel a year from now if everything is brilliant for you? You be your own lighthouse Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about election results or the country. You be the best you can be, the most joyful you can be, and imagine it now. And if you do that, and your neighbor does that, and the person over there does that, then that's a lot of light being emitted into the world. Then whatever happens, whatever the universe decides is best for the world, that can just happen outside of yourself. But at least you're not getting caught up in the negativity of what the media is pumping out, or what political pundits are putting out, or whatever. That's not your business. Your business is to be happy within yourself and draw to you circumstances of an exactly matching vibration. Alrighty, that's the experiment. But it's not like, can we project forward a year from now to everything being much better? That's what the pundits on TV do. That's not our job. Our job is to feel it now. It is now November 2026, and I feel great. I feel satisfied. I feel happy, and I trust, I have faith that everything is working out exactly as it should. And I'm playing my little part in being happy, joyful, grateful, forgiving, compassionate, kind, and so on. Alrighty, that's all I got. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.